Good evening. The language of friendship is not words but meanings. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Race lovers gathered at Sakhir as Formula One Bahrain Grand Prix kicked off. Bahrain participated in the 8th Our Ocean Conference. Electricity and Water Authority took quick steps to save customers from bills fraud. Saudi Foreign Minister met the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of India. 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck Kermadec Islands in New Zealand.
News in detail. Race lovers gathered at Sakhir as Formula One Bahrain Grand Prix kicked off. Racing fans of all ages, nationalities and team loyalties flocked to the Bahrain International Circuit yesterday as the Formula One Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix race weekend kicked into high gear. As top racers assaulted the asphalt, fans of the track were treated to roaming acts, a haunted house, obstacle courses, driver interviews and a concert by a Grammy-nominated DJ. The Formula One Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix 2023 got underway with a fantastic opening day of action, with two-time F1 World Champion and three-time winner Fernando Alonso setting the overall fastest time of the day after the first two F1 practices at Bahrain International Circuit. Bahrain participated in the 8th Our Ocean Conference. A Bahraini delegation led by Ambassador Sheikha Aisha bint Ahmed Al Khalifa participated in the 8th Our Ocean Conference, held here on March 2nd to 3rd. The ambassador asserted that the kingdom's participation in the conference is within the framework of its keenness to support efforts and endeavors aimed at achieving sustainable development goals, protecting seas, oceans and water resources, as well as ensuring sustainable use of marine resources, aligned with the sound vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the policies of the government led by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. She added that the conference is consistent with a set of effective initiatives to support environmental protection efforts launched by the kingdom over the past 2 decades as part of the government's action plan and Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030. Themed Our Ocean, Our Connection, the 8th Our Ocean Conference was attended by 600 delegates from 190 countries. It discussed a number of key topics, namely climate change and pollution in the marine environment and sustainable blue economy. In addition to ways to expand marine protected areas, reduce plastic pollution, combat illegal fishing and regulate underwater mining. His Highness Sheikh Nasser appointed Naga Holdings representatives at Bahrain Liquefied Natural Gas Company's board, within the framework of the vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the aspirations of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Oil and Gas Holding Company, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, today issued an edict appointing representatives of Naga Holding at the Board of Directors of Bahrain Liquefied Natural Gas Company. Under the edict, Yusuf Isa Bushaid as Bahrain LNG Board of Directors Chairman and Mazen Mohammed Matar as Board Member. Bahrain LNG was established as an LNG import terminal to secure existing gas supplies, meet demand during peak periods, promote growth in the kingdom, and support global goals aiming to reduce greenhouse gases. The edict is part of Naga Holdings' efforts to rely on local competencies to promote development in its subsidiaries, in line with its future strategies and in order to ensure sustainability. Bahrain attended post-COVID NAM Contact Group Summit in Azerbaijan, delegated by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Health Minister Dr. Jalila bint Al Sayed Jawad attended the meeting of the Non-Aligned Movement Contact Group to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic on the post-pandemic global recovery, which was held yesterday in Baku, Azerbaijan. Azeri President Ilham Aliyev, Chairman of the Non-Aligned Movement, addressed the meeting, followed by a speech by the President of the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly and speeches by heads of government and their representatives. Dr. Jawad conveyed the greetings of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to President Ilham Aliyev and their sincere wishes to the success of the work of this meeting. He extended her sincere condolences to the families and relatives of the earthquake victims in the Syrian Arab Republic and the Republic of Turkey, stressing the importance of supporting people and countries that are exposed to such natural disasters. She noted the importance of holding such meetings to assess the experiences of member states over the past 3 years and to work together to address the challenges that some countries are still facing due to the COVID-19 pandemic and to chart a path for global recovery. Electricity and Water Authority took quick steps to save customers from bill fraud. The Electricity and Water Authority took immediate measures to protect customers' rights after a contracted employee was found to have manipulated utility bills during July and August last year. It has emerged. Electricity and Water Affairs Minister Yasser Humaydan told MPs in writing that no consumers were affected as the Electricity and Water Authority detected the minor differences in readings and had made adjustments to the bills accordingly. LMRA, NPRA and Muharraq Police Directorate conducted joint inspection campaign. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted a joint inspection campaign in the Muharraq Governorate in coordination with the Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs of the Ministry of Interior and the Governorate's respective police directorate. The campaign resulted in reporting violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The cases were referred for legal action. LMRA stressed its commitment to report any violation through a continuous and intensive inspection plan in coordination with the relevant government entities. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. 17,341 Bahrainis receive social aid, Social Development Minister stated. A total of 17,341 Bahrainis are living below the line of basic life needs, which continues to be calculated at BD 336, a minister has revealed. Social Development Minister Osama Al-Asfour told MPs in writing that financial aid was being given to the families to make up for the difference in amount. Saudi Foreign Minister met the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of India. Prince Faisal bin Farhan bin Abdullah, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, met the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of India, Subramaniam Jaishankar, on the sidelines of Raisina Dialogue Forum, currently ongoing in India. According to the Saudi press agency, the solid historic relations binding the two countries and friendly people, as well as ways of enhancing and developing them in all fields, were reviewed during the meeting. The two sides also discussed aspects of bilateral coordination in several regional and international issues of mutual concern. They intensified the efforts of the two friendly countries in laying the pillars of global security and peace. They also exchanged viewpoints on the agenda of the meeting of the G20 foreign ministers and the Raisina Dialogue Forum. UAE Sultan Al Nayadi arrived at International Space Station to begin 6-month space mission. UAE astronaut Sultan Al Nayadi arrived at the International Space Station, which he now spent 6 months on the longest Arab space mission. After the docking of the Dragon Air spacecraft, Al Nayadi and other team members entered the International Space Station at 9:43 a.m. on March 3rd. Al Nayadi took off to space as part of NASA SpaceX Crew 6 mission at 9:35 a.m. on Thursday, March 2nd. The Crew 6 joins the Expedition 68 crew of astronauts from NASA and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. This is Al Nayadi's first trip to space, representing the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center. During the mission, the Emirati astronaut will conduct many in-depth and advanced scientific experiments. 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck Kermadec Islands in New Zealand. An earthquake of magnitude 6.9 struck Kermadec Islands region in New Zealand on Saturday, the United States Geological Survey said. The quake was at a depth of 152 kilometers. United States Geological Survey said, Reuters reported. No tsunami warning was issued after the quake, the US Tsunami Warning System said. BJP regime in Kerala, a daydream. CPIM and Congress slam Prime Minister Narendra Modi's remarks. The Kerala's ruling Communist Party of India and opposition Congress on Friday criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi's speech that, like the northeastern states, Bharatiya Janata Party will come to power in Kerala as well. After victory in northeastern states, the Prime Minister, while addressing the Jubilant Party workers in New Delhi on Thursday, had said that the BJP will continue to expand its base and Kerala is its next target. Responding to this speech, State Congress and CPIM leaders said, Kerala will remain a daydream for the Prime Minister. Communal forces cannot make any roots in Kerala. The state's secular credentials are a role model for others, said Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing in from BMC News Live. Good night.